Greetings, amazing educators. Welcome back to Education Espresso, the podcast that simulates your teaching journey with a shot of inspiring insights. I'm your host, Ahmed Yousof, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be here with another episode. Today, we will learn about the empowering world of Ques-cussion. Ques-cussion is a lifting warm-up activity that will empower your students to discuss a topic using only questions. Get ready to spark their creativity with this engaging and empowering warm-up activity, Ques-cussion. Before we learn about the Ques-cussion activity, let's explore its theoretical underpinnings. This warm-up is inspired by Socratic questioning, an approach used to promote critical thinking. While the Socratic method is commonly employed in cognitive therapy, there are also studies and research about how to apply Socratic questioning in the classroom to foster critical thinking. Ques-cussion can be a specifically effective way of generating discussion and enhancing learning in areas that are controversial, traditionally difficult, or where students might be hesitant to ask questions. Encouraging students to frame their thoughts in the form of questions allows them to structure and scaffold their thinking, leading to a deeper understanding of the content. Now, let's see how Ques-cussion works in classroom, so stay tuned. Now that we understand the theory behind Ques-cussion, let's see how it works in practice. To kickstart the Ques-cussion, provide a trigger, which could be a problem to solve, a provocative question or statement, some text, a keyword, a video clip, a multimedia presentation, or a website for analysis and discussion. Display a question for students to see, either through slides or writing it on the board. Remember, during the Ques-cussion activity, students may only respond or contribute to your question by formulating their thoughts as questions. This informal discussion model allows students to shout out questions as they think of them. The questions don't have to be directly related to the previous ones, but keep in mind these three rules. Rule number 1. Only questions are allowed. Rule number 2. If someone makes a statement, everyone flags or shouts, "Statement!" and the person must reword the statement into a question. Ensure students are aware of question etiquette. Fake questions, which are statements disguised as questions, are not allowed. For example,
small classes are better than large ones, aren't they?
Also, personal criticisms of class or team members are not allowed. For example,
you would have to be crazy to think that, wouldn't you?
The Ques-cussion activity works best when kept to around 10 minutes. At the end, the class can collectively select 2 key questions raised for further focused discussions. Alternatively, if you notice any trending misconceptions, you can address those. To illustrate the Ques-cussion activity, let's start with the statement that you may place on the board or maybe on a PowerPoint slide. The statement reads, "Americans love freedom." Then, you encourage students to ponder on what this statement might mean. Does it imply that Americans love freedom more than other people do, or that they live in a free country? Now, you encourage them to ask questions related to the same statement. You may find the following examples of questions asked by students.
What would it mean to live in a free country?
Or,
does freedom mean the same thing to all Americans?
Or even,
are there different types of freedom?
Then let the questioning begin. And there you have it, fantastic educators. Ques-cussion, an empowering activity that releases the power of questions and critical thinking in the classroom. For more research and hands-on transcripts related to Socratic questioning that can be used in your classes, visit educationespresso.net. The ultimate coffee house of educators, where knowledge comes with a sprinkle of fun. Until our next episode of Education Espresso, this is your host Ahmed Yousof, signing off with a reminder to encourage your students to ask questions and not to take everything for granted. Cheers to the power of education and the remarkable impact you make as an educator.